Hi everybody. It's getting that time of year again, and this year I'm going to do it with a crossbow. Last year I started having trouble with my Matthews, what I was shooting at. It wasn't pulling it back, it's just that I wasn't steady enough to hit the target. So at the end of last season I started looking around for crossbows. I was pretty scared at the prices. I mean, $2,000, and I came across this center point sniper 370. I thought, well, if it doesn't work, I'm not out that much money. It was on sale, so I ordered it, and it came, and I looked at it, and it came with 4 bolts, quiver, some rail lube, a cocking rope, and a scope. I put it together, needed to be assembled. I started shooting it, and when you don't have any previous experience shooting one of these, it can be a little intimidating, let me tell you. But I got over that. Let me tell you about the crossbow itself. It weighs in at 8 pounds, and I don't know, I never put it on the scale. I don't know if that's with the quiver, without the quiver, but it's heavy. The scope, you can improve them, but for me, I don't know why. I do just fine with the scope that it came with. The trigger, it's sloppy, and there is a forum, Crossbow Nation, and you can go on there, and there's some fixes on there that if you needed to get it fixed. I'm fine with the trigger. Sure, I'd like to be a little more crisper, but I can live with it. And I can't remember the length. I think 32 or 36 inches. It's not the smallest crossbow in the world. I put it into the tree, sat in with a saddle, and I don't know about shooting around the back side of a tree. I'm going to work on that some, but for the rest of it, I can get this thing steady, and so that's all that matters to me. I've had this bow out, shooting out to 30 yards, and I can drill it with a bullseye. Now I do use a rest. Otherwise, I continue to waver, but it's just like shooting a rifle. I do the same thing with a rifle, so I always use a rest. As far as shooting it out of a tree stand and things like that, this is exactly the same way. I get this balanced on my knee like this, and I don't have any problem. I shoot my rifle the same way out of a tree stand, and I'm always steady with that, so I don't foresee anything. The only thing, of course, you have to worry about is limbs hitting something, and as long as I'm not shooting around the tree, trying to shoot on the back side, I should be fine. Maybe I'll take a shot here, and I'll show you the rest of this bow. Cocking this crossbow is just like any other crossbow. You get your hooks on your bow and just pull her back. It automatically catches and puts it on safe. I just started shooting a Broadhead out of this, and it shoots great. Something that I forgot to say. The bolts that came with this crossbow weren't any good. They were a center point bolt, and they pretty much sprayed the target. And when I went on Crossbow Nation, they recommended Jerry from South Shore Archery, and I called him, and he recommended these Black Eagle executioners. So I got together with him and I placed an order, and they got here in a few days. What a difference. I went from all over that target to hitting exactly where I aim. So that was a big improvement. That was the only improvement I made on this crossbow. Let's take a shot. This is at 20 yards. The only problem I have with this thing is remembering to take the safe off. Like I said, bullseye every time. For the amount of money that I spent on this crossbow, you can't beat it. I have a Morel yellow jacket target here, and if I were going to do it again, I'd buy a bag target. These are a mother to get, even with field points. Shooting into this target, I actually put axle grease on the tip just to help them get out. Without axle grease, you're really in trouble. And I bought one of these, I'll call them a gripper, from the Allen Company. These really help grabbing hold of them. I couldn't believe how hard it was to pull out a bolt until I started shooting a crossbow. And it's something else. When you shoot an animal with these, they're going to stay shot. So anyway, you just get this all the way on there, and it may take you a few tries. And you grip it for everything you've got. You just got to pull up. And to tell you the truth, that was probably one of the easiest ones that I've gotten out of this target. They're just a bugger. I went with a new Broadhead this year. It's a resharpenable one. And I'm going to resharpen this when I'm done, so I'm only shooting one bolt at a time. So anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, would you hit that like button, and please subscribe. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.